Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So it's kind of a dreary, it's not raining, it's not supposed to rain, but it's kind of a dreary, cool, just sort of raw day here around the farm. But we got some stuff we got to get done. We're going to update on this project right here. This is our Eggmobile. I'm going to show you what's going on with that, what we've done so far. We're going to work on that a little bit today and just kind of see what the day brings. Kind of a cool, nasty Saturday, but we got work to do, so stick around with us for a little bit. So a little while back, we found this trailer sitting in a barn on a piece of property, on the property that we're leasing. And we went to the owner and asked him, if he'd be interested in selling it. And he said, if y'all will just haul the trash off of it, you can have it. So it was loaded down with trash. So we took all that off, and then we took all of the decking, sideboards, all that kind of thing off, and sort of cleaned this thing down to just a raw frame. And I'll post a couple of pictures here of what that frame ended up looking like. So kind of worked on this a little bit during the week this week, and we've got the floor installed, and we're going to work on the walls today. So this is a 16-foot by 6.5 foot wide single axle trailer. This is going to be our new mobile egg coop, our Eggmobile. We've got one out in the field, quite a bit smaller. Y'all remember last week we bought 99 new baby chicks, and then we also have about somewhere between 180 and 200 out in the garden. So that's going to be our egg laying flock for this year. So what we've done so far is we have built a bit of a foundation for it. We are using just some rough cut green poplar, locally sawmill sawn wood for this. So we took the frame and we mounted just basically a foundation to the frame using some lag bolts. These are drilled down through the wood, down through the frame, and then they've got a lock nut and a washer on the bottom of them. So we've done that all the way around the sides, and then we also done it in a couple of places across the middle, just more as floor joists, something to attach our floor to. The flooring is again rough cut 2x4s. We just took a skill saw, ripped them right down the middle because I don't have a good table saw. Just ripped them down the middle, and then we have spaced them. I know this first one right here is a little wider just because of where the bolts for the floor joist ended up, a little bit wider. But these are, I think we spaced these 1.75 inches, 2 inches apart. Poop through floor, so whenever the chickens are in here, the majority of the manure will just fall down through. So that's kind of where we're at right now. A lot of work to be done. We're going to mount a jack to the front, a jack to the rear, but today we're going to work on getting some walls up, and let's just see if we can get that done. Yep.
Do your end first?
Yep. Okay. You need to go. So don't worry about the center. Don't worry about the center.
What do you want me to do?
I want
Put
you.
up against
I want.
these, or-
No, I want you just to hold it right now. Cut and sit flush against that bottom. Right there. The thing is, the hole ain't square. The trailer is a hole ain't square. All right, so not got a whole lot of footage of actually doing the work, but we got we got one full wall, we got the back wall, and then 2 halves of the sides on. So we got this side wall on here, we got the back wall on right here, got the back wall on, and we got half of this other side wall on. Then we got a door in. So we have a mobile chicken coop with a storm door. Like I say, I'll probably end up taking the glass out of those and just replacing that with some plywood sheeting or something, because rolling this thing across the ground out here in the field, chickens, first one thing, they're going to get broken. I mean, it's just gonna happen. They're going to get broken. So we'll replace that. Still need to put the header board in here, put our little firebox supports in here. So we'll get all that done tomorrow, but it's coming along. I mean, this is kind of a slow work at it at a slow pace. Sonner came out and helped me for a little while today, but yeah, it's kind of leaning a little bit. We'll straighten all that up whenever we start putting rafters on, you know. And then I'm thinking about taking some big C-clamps and clamping these walls, like putting a clamp right here that goes all the way around, clamp back here, goes all the way around. I'm putting a couple of those in just to really kind of tie this wall framing in with the frame of the trailer, to give it some more stability. So, but it's tall. It ended up being a lot taller than what I thought, and the walls are only 7 feet tall, but the trailer sits up real high, so that gives it this appearance of, but it is, I mean, it's going to be a big coop. So anyway, that's where we're at. I think we're going to stop for the night. I've had the fire going all day. That has been nice. Just step over here and warm your hands and hang out around the fire for a minute or two. So anyway, the old Eggmobile carries on. So that's a little bit of work on our Eggmobile. Eggs are a pretty big item for us here on the farm. Eggs were our #1 seller in terms of gross numbers of items last year. Was eggs. We sold, gosh, it was 1,300, 1,500 dozen eggs last year. So eggs are a big part of what we do here. And you know, our egg chickens out on the field are getting old. Time to replace them. We've got all these new ones coming on. The old Eggmobile that we've had for 3 years now, kind of small. We've had as many as about 200 chickens in there, but some of them ended up sleeping on the floor. Just not a good setup. So we're trying to build something a little bit better here. And you know, this is just one of those projects on a farm that, you know, you've got to just kind of keep working at a little bit at a time. That's kind of how I work. You know, I'll work on it until I'm sort of bored with it, and then go do something else, and then come back and work on it some more. And that's just kind of how I operate. But anyway, I'm gonna post a link to a couple other videos over here, some other stuff got going on. Baby lambs, you know, we've got a bunch of baby lambs, got a couple more ewes that are pregnant, expecting them anytime now, so we'll see how that goes. But appreciate y'all watching. If not, hit that subscribe, follow along with us, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.